I told the lady at my job I smoked menthol cigarettes, and she goes, menthol? Oh, I can never smoke. Menthol's so bad. Did you know if you ever smoke menthol, you can never go to space? Yeah, I was like, you got a trip coming up or something? What do you mean you can't go to space? She's like, I mean, like, if anything ever happens to the planet and we have to evacuate, I want to be able to survive the trip. And I was like, oh, you're not on that list. Sorry, lady, you're not on going to space when the world goes away list, man. Like, you're not looking through, like, doctors, engineers, scientists, and Katy Perry and just being like, oh, this goth woman at Jimmy John's is actually never smoked a menthol cigarette before in her life. We should put her in the spaceship. Not happening. I hated Jimmy John's, dude. I worked at Jimmy John's. I think best job comedy, worst job Jimmy John's. That's what I've decided in my 28 years of life. I worked at Jimmy John's too long. I worked at Jimmy John's longer than anyone should ever have to work at a Jimmy John's. And that's 2 months. That's how long I worked there. And I remember the worst day I had there. My worst day ever was my day off. And my manager calls me into work, and she's screaming at me into the phone. She's like, James, you gotta come help open the store. I had to fire everybody for smoking weed in the coolers last night. And I was like, that sucks. I should just worked last night. I'm gonna get high, get fired. I fucking hate it here. I don't want to work here anymore. And I go in the store. I go in to help out. I'm a good employee. And I get to the store, and the whole store reeks of marijuana still from the night before. They were really smoking in the coolers. And my manager is freaking out about it. She's pacing back and forth. She's like, this is gross. This is unprofessional. It reeks in here. And at one point she goes, this is the worst Jimmy John's in the world. And I had to like take her back a few pegs because that's ridiculous. I'm like, Jen, you know, this whole store smells like fresh bread and pot. This might be the best Jimmy John's in the world. Is pretty on brand for us here at Jimmy John's. And she looks at me and she goes, I mean, what if people complain about the smell? The smell. What if people, I'm like, we got 8 free smell signs littered across the whole store, you know, that might help us out a little bit, I don't know. We open up the store at 10 o'clock. That's when Jimmy John's opens up. That's when you can legally go in and get a tuna sandwich, which I think should be illegal, but that's why we open up. We open up the store. The first guy starts coming in, grabs the handle of the door to go into the shop, and my manager sees him, and she runs to the bathroom and locks herself in there, abandoning ship completely. I'm on my own now, and I get why she hid. You know, she's nervous about getting in trouble. You know, she doesn't want to like get yelled at by anybody. You know, but I'm 18, you know, I'm also nervous about getting in trouble and getting yelled at somebody. And I was probably more nervous than she was, because as I was like ringing this guy up, I'm like typing in his ultimate pork or whatever. And I get too worked up, I get panicky, and I slip. I blow the operation. I'm typing in a sandwich, and I just go, does this smell like weed in here? And then this guy looks at me and he goes, yeah, it does. And I got like so scared. And then his glazy red eyes opened up and he said, yeah, sorry about that. And I was like, oh, I think we're going to be okay. This is everybody that's going to come in here today, so.